Hello everyone! Welcome back to Baking Time with Maija. Today we're not baking, we're cooking, but still, it's a good time. We're making deviled eggs today, so I'm sorry to those of you who don't eat eggs or are vegan, this is not the video for you. But this is a very cherished food from where I come from. I made this all the time as a child and it's just very fun to do. This is deviled eggs, so we are going to use eggs, mayonnaise, mustard, any kind you like, whatever suits you, and white vinegar and salt. So first, before I begin cooking, I will tie my hair back. Very important. And I will wash my hands and sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, now I will dry my hands with a nice clean dish towel or towel, whatever works. Alright. So this recipe requires 6 eggs. Your grown-up needs to boil them for about 8 to 10 minutes. I boiled them for about 6 minutes and I had them sit for about 5 minutes in the hot water before I rinse them off and cool them down in cold water. This is also something for your grown-up to do because it's very hot and hot water can be quite dangerous. So I have already peeled 5 of my 6 eggs, but I will show you how to peel the last one. So with an egg, first thing you tap the front and the back on a nice flat, clean surface. 3. See, there are some cracks already. Then you roll it. So you press down with your flat hand. Press down with your flat hand, and you just roll it, and it crunches. I like the crunching. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You roll it. It's okay to squish it down a little bit. These are cooked very hard, so it's okay to crunch them. So here you can see, maybe you can see the cracks, and you just find where maybe it's totally opened, and you put your fingers in, and you take off the shell. So I will do that. Just carefully take off the shell. So these eggs will be totally solid because you will have to take out the yolk later. Try not to take out any of the egg whites, just gently take off the shell. There we go. Yes. It helps that the eggs are fresh. If they're fresh, it's easier for the shell to come off without taking any of the white with it. Okay. So what I like to do after I peel an egg is to give it a little rinse under some water to make sure any tiny eggshell bits are taken away. So I'll do that really quick. There we go, and now I have a nice peeled egg. I did have to take out some of the egg white, but that's okay. Alright, so first we are going to slice them in half. You can just use a butter knife. So, a regular butter knife. You'll take the egg and you'll hold it with your fingers like this, like pinching, and you'll slice it the long way. Okay. So just slice the long way. And we'll do that with all of these eggs. Here's one. Okay, remove the bowl so you can see it a bit better. There we go. All right, and so now one of these yolks has already escaped the egg white. We'll take out all of the yolks and put them in a bowl. So I'll do that with these as well. So you just take the yolk and you can just hold it and flip, pop it out. Let's do that. All of the egg yolks. They'll pop out very easily because when they're cooked very hard, the egg yolks can come out. No problem. If they're still kind of runny, they won't come out as easily. So make sure they've been boiled for a long time. There we go. Yep. So you have all of our egg yolks in this bowl, and now I am going to take a fork and mash them. So you just press down, like on the side of the bowl. You just press against the side of the bowl until they're all squished together. It may even be easier for you if you want to use a plate. That's fine. Just make sure that the plate has like a lip or a raised rim, so that things don't start flying somewhere. A lot of egg yolk where they don't need to be. Okay. And they'll sort of look kind of crumbly, but that's okay. They were cooked for a long time. They crumble apart. Good. Okay. That looks good. See? And so here it's kind of crumbly inside. And now we're going to add everything else. So we need 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. So we're still using like a soup spoon for a tablespoon. When it comes to sauce, like mayonnaise or mustard, it is like a heaping tablespoon. Like you take a big scoop and you put it in. With cooking, it's a bit more loosey-goosey. If you don't like mayonnaise at all, you should not make this recipe. But if you don't like mayonnaise that much, you can add a little less and more mustard if that helps. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 big tablespoons. All right, good. Okay, and then we need 1 teaspoon of, it's yellow mustard, where I come from, but I like the Finnish mustard, the traditional kind. You can use kind of spicier mustard if you like spicy stuff. You can use sweeter mustard. It's your own personal taste. But I'm using some nice Finnish mustard, so I'll squeeze it out. A nice heaping teaspoon. I use for a heaping one, big one like this, to give it some extra flavor. Put that in. And so we will not be using the teaspoon. This like you would use for tea for the vinegar, because with liquids like vinegar or milk, it won't really stay in. It doesn't have it's better for sauces or like powders like baking powder, because it will kind of be raised up. Otherwise it won't be much of anything if you use this for the vinegar. So I'm using a traditional teaspoon. This is 5 milliliters for your grown-ups watching. So 5 milliliters, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. If you want to experiment, you can also try like the vinegar you use in salads, like white wine vinegar. Oop, it's not too, okay. Didn't go into the bowl, so it's just enough. Perfect. And then a pinch of salt. So I'll just put a little salt on my hand. And just you take, your 3 fingers here and you sprinkle it in. It's fun to put in the salt. Okay. All right, and now you just mix it together. Easy peasy. You can use a spoon, you can use a fork or a spatula, whatever strikes your fancy. Actually, I will switch to a spoon because this is scratching the inside of the bowl. Now, this is a really nice color. It becomes nice and creamy. It's okay if it's kind of lumpy, but here it's nice and creamy. There we go. Super. All right, a nice mix. And now I'm going to put these back into the egg whites. So maybe I'll hold it up so you can see better. So here we have the egg white, and it has a hollow bit here where the egg yolk was, and we can just gently put in. Let me get a bigger spoon. Yeah, and put it in like so. So you just keep going, scooping things out, putting them in. Here we go. I'll go ahead and put these on the plate because once they're full, they're kind of difficult to handle without eating. Good. Okay. So where I come from, you usually would use powdered paprika to put on top as a nice little garnish. but I do not have that right now, so I will use some pepper. I have a pepper grinder here, so I'll just grind it over. There we go. This looks nice. You can also put parsley on top of it if you like. Parsley, or maybe even green onion, or if you want to mix it up, maybe some pickle. But traditionally we would use paprika. But if you don't have that, no problem. Okay, so now I have plated my deviled eggs, and now I'll call over my friend Danny. Danny, come try my deviled eggs.
Okay, which one should I take?
Pick whatever one you like. Whatever looks good.
I'll take this one.
This one.
Like it's super.
Let's see how it is. All right. Cheers.
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 It's so good. Can you take them all?
You got really well.
They're super good.
I'm glad.
Good job. You have to try this at home. It's so good.
Yeah, if you like this recipe, make sure if you made it, please send me photos or videos. I would love to see it, to hear what you did and how you enjoyed it. And please subscribe and like. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and smash that bell for notifications. Bye.
Bye bye.